All right, here's a question. Should Alex Murdaugh's financial crimes be used against him in the double murder trial? That's the question in the courtroom today without a jury present. Murdaugh admits he stole a $4 million settlement from his former housekeeper who died after tripping and falling in the Murdaugh home. On the stand today, the housekeeper's son says Murdaugh promised him that settlement, but the money never came.
Did he tell you that they had already gotten a settlement for $505,000?
No.
Did he tell you that they had already gotten a settlement for $3.8 million?
No.
Had he ever told you that there was an umbrella policy for $5 million?
No.
Did he mention anything to you about structuring any settlement?
No.
Did you give him permission to steal your money?
No.
All right, let's bring in Jesse Weber, legal analyst and reporter for Law and Crime Network. Jesse, thank you for your time. So it's pretty obvious your prosecutors want to include Alex's financial crimes. They say it could be a motive behind these double murders. Did they make a strong enough case, in your opinion?
I think they were struggling at points. I think I was struggling at points to understand how is this connected back to the deaths of Maggie and Paul. Now, I think what's ultimately going to happen is the judge is going to allow some of it in. Remember, the theory is that Alex Murdaugh's world was crashing down, that all of his financial misdeeds were about to be unearthed, and as a way to distract from that and buy himself some time, he kills his family. Do I think all of this is going to be let in with all of the bank accounts and all the examples of him stealing money? No. But how does it tie back to the day? I'll give you an example of something that I think is going to be allowed in. We heard the testimony of the CFO of his former law firm who said that she confronted him that very day about missing funds. That is relevant because what ended up happening was after the deaths of Maggie and Paul, the inquiries from the law firm stopped. So if you want to believe that motive, it worked there. I think that is essential, but everything else might be a distraction for the jury. And I'm not going to lie to you, also confusing. I was scratching my head today a lot of times trying to see how is this relevant for the jury, and it's going to be a distraction for the prosecution. So some of it will be let in, but not everything. That's my opinion.
All right. And Jesse, you know, we already know that the jury has been temporarily dismissed at times. They came back in the courtroom for more testimony on firearms and fingerprints. What was the most significant takeaway to you?
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't the fingerprints because there were no identifiable fingerprints on any piece of evidence, nothing on the weapons, nothing even on places you would expect, like Paul's cell phone. There was no fingerprints on there. There's a number of scientific reasons for why that might be. I won't get into it. The firearm was interesting because apparently the shells, their prosecution expert, ballistics expert, took the stand and said the shells around Maggie's body match the spent shells that were found all across the property that were fired on different occasions. This is a family that had a lot of guns. The reason this is important, the prosecution doesn't have the murder weapons. They've never been recovered. So the best that they can do is say, well, it looks like the Murdaugh family weapons were the murder weapons. The problem I have with that is, how does that put it in the hands of Alex Murdaugh? Is it not possible that someone else could have came onto the property and used those weapons? Remember, the defense flouted the idea of two other shooters. So that's where I'm left. I get where they're going, but I don't think it's enough.
All right, Jesse, just a little bit of time left, though. But, you know, we're wrapping up an eventful week. You mentioned that testimony from the CFO of the law firm. What else really stands out to you as being significant this week?
You know what I'm going to talk about, the kennel video. The video that places Alex Murdaugh where the prosecution says the murders happened, what, 5 to 6 minutes, when he says he wasn't there, and you had two witnesses say they're sure that is his voice on that video, that is going to be something that is very difficult for the defense to get past. And I think ultimately that was the strongest piece of evidence we have seen from the prosecution so far. That resonated with me. I imagine that is going to resonate with the jury as they take the weekend.
And we'll find out what happens next week. All right, Jesse Weber, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.